and welcome to another Sunday night with Snicko and Johnboy. And joining me today is Snicko again. He's back. He's recovered from his whirlwind week. It's been a big week in the SRL in general. A lot of announcements, a lot of things coming by the by. But to crack on into this and much more, my good friend Snicko. Nicholas, how you doing, my friend?
Doing very well. As you might have seen, unfortunately, the Roosters have been eliminated from the SRL. You win some, you lose some. Gamble responsibly. I think that, that might be the last time we talk about any of the teams that didn't make the top 8 for the rest of the season. How do you feel about that?
I think that sounds good. We've got a very exciting final series, the closest top 8 race in recent memory. We had three teams in it towards the last week, and 4, the week before. So just a lot going on. But with so much going on, I think we should crack straight into our 6 against Nico. What do you reckon?
Yep, always happy. Why don't you start us off?
Sweet as.
10 metres.
Tell you what, I had to warm up into this. It's been a while since we've done one of these. But my first 6 again.
10 metres.
There we go. Took me a while to find the button, sorry.
It happens, the best of us. But the Melbourne Storm, they're going to run riot.
Bonkers.
Hey,
what did you just say, John Boy?
Nothing. I've got no idea what you're talking about. But the Melbourne Storm, they have the Tigers in their first week's elimination final, and I'm going to be completely honest, I don't see a world in which the Melbourne Storm don't win by 19 plus. The Tigers have looked bordering on hopeless the last few weeks. They beat the Titans. No disrespect to avid podcasters in the Max Taupoke. That's not a particularly difficult feat. They lost to the Bulldogs 22-12, and then they got absolutely battered by, they got battered by us, lost to the Storm. I don't see how they stack up against top 8 quality teams. Bonkers me if you think I'm wrong, Snicko, but I don't see it.
Yeah, you'll notice no soundboard from me. My next 6 again, second tackle, up the guts. About the Dogs, I've been a big fan of the Dogs all season, and I think that their time has come. I think the Warriors are going to put a number on them. I think that the Dogs are good, but this could be as high as they fly this season.
Nothing, no pushback from me. That objectively, it's the worst matchup they could have gotten for the top 4 games, to be honest.
Correct.
They would have been hoping the Dolphins got up, but so such is life. Talking about the Dolphins, Snicko, for my second, our third of the set, normally you kind of settle it again, maybe another forward runner. For me, the Dolphins are going to win this week. I know that's not born out of hatred for the Raiders. It's not because I dislike the Raiders. Far from it. It's because very seldom do you see a team lose back to back so soon after playing them before. They played them last week, and they lost 10 points to 6 in a really close game. I calmed it, really, really defensive heavy. And they only really lost to the back of their errors. Scored a late try. They look good when their spine's clicking. I think that Justin plays. He's going to go back to the well, go back to the subscription, and he's going to pull out a win. It won't be a big one. It'll be 1-8. But I think the Dolphins may do it at Golden Point against the Raiders to book a spot in the preliminary final.
I think the Dolphins match up not so well against the Raiders, though, because the Raiders, they're a defensive team, and the Dolphins like to blow teams off the park. So I think the style that the Raiders play just doesn't quite lend itself to Dolphins football. How do you feel about that?
I don't disagree with it. The Raiders have struggled for points, I think they scored 6 points against the Eels, scored 10 against the Dolphins, and just after the bye, 14 against the Knights, and nothing against the Sharks. So it's they're gonna
just defend.
They're gonna run into trouble though,
like maniacs.
Because if a team gets a slight lead, like a 12-point lead or whatever, I don't see a world in which they
could be curtains, black curtains, in fact.
That's horrific.
Moving on. Fourth tackle, are we up to? Yeah, fourth tackle. Speaking of, turned the big lock under AMAC and the Eels into the 8 for the first time in SRL 2.0 and the first time in SRL in general. Think about season 2. So great effort from the big man up front, ably supported by his fullback Luke Short, vice captain Jack Jimmy. Lots of moving parts, but just like the Dogs, I think the journey is about to come to a close. The roller coaster has been marked out of commission. They've been up and down all season. And I think it's time to get off the ride.
I really like the Eels.
But wait, are they versing Sharks? Sorry,
they're playing us.
Scratch that, DJ. Scratch that. Eels for a big win, huge win.
Oh well, they'll have to score some points against us first. They still got to get set the first time they paid us. I like AMAC, good dude. It's unfortunate we'll have to send him home next week. But moving on to the fifth tackle.
Oh. Before we move on, Anthony, find your simulated priest. Get him to give you simulated last rides because of ice sense and execution.
But Damien Moana is for my fifth tackle. it's going to be. I know it seems counterintuitive to say that he's under pressure because it's hard to say a team that just missed out on pressure was under pressure. But last year they went out in straight sets, and I think
They did.
the onus is on Damo to prove that was just bad luck rather than any finals related issues from his team. We know he can win premierships. That's not that's not what I'm saying. Is that
Can he do it in SRO 2.0?
But
That's the question.
there's a lot of pressure on these guys. They've looked good. They've been the gold standard all season. They need to show me that that's going to continue because if they go out to the Dogs, I think a second straight season of straight set exits is pretty tough for him.
Yeah, I think obviously missing the 8 sucks. Going out in straight set sucks almost as much. So yeah, I didn't pick up on that. Good work, John Boy, because now I've just found a whole new angle to exploit in the chat this week. Anyway, for my last tackle, I think that this is going to be an odd one. So everyone just hold on to your hats. The Raiders might be good. I think that's the conclusion I've come to at the end of the season. They've locked up the minor premiership. They've had some doubters. I won't name names or podcasts or really people in chat that just like to say they're no good because that would be counterintuitive. But yeah, the Raiders, they did it in style in the end, securing it with a nice win over the Dolphins. Like we mentioned earlier, they just defend so well. Look, if I could figure out how it happened, maybe we would have made the 8, but they seem to cover line breaks really well. So very excited to see how far they can go this season.
I think that it'll be. I really like the fact that it's a rematch because I'm not sure we saw the best out of the Dolphins, the week that's just been, and I am intrigued to see how Justin Plays adjusts. But without further ado, Snicko, it's been a little bit since our last week.
Yeah, we're
back
not
to the
going to get
past.
there yet. Would you say once bitten, twice shy for these Dolphins? Could they be gun shy after they couldn't perform last week? Will they struggle to get up for this performance again?
I don't. I think he'll find a way. He'll go back to the well, as I said. I need to see more in the way of ball playing because they spent most of the last game playing defending on their own line, to be completely honest. Maybe that's a testament to their own defense. Who knows?
Yeah, I just find it very hard to discount the team that came first. Maybe that's just an odd thought, but I think that's pretty on par for how the Raiders were going.
Does coming first always indicate? You know what? A discussion for another time.
Yeah, it's not always the best, is it?
Yeah. But, Snicko, we have been waiting eagerly. I think it's time for us to go back to the past.
Eagerly?
It's time for the Greek Freak of the Week, is it not?
Those who fail to learn from history are condemned to repeat it.
Yes, I thank you for waiting eagerly. I'll say that one more time. Greek Freak of the Week. Yeah, look, this one's pretty obvious, I think. The Raiders, they've sailed to the top of the ladder on the back of really an inspirational season from their captain. He's been flown under the radar, you have to say, in terms of the fullback conversation, especially with the rep scene coming up. But yeah, Riley Flynn is my Greek Freak of the Week, and you might be wondering, who could this young man relate to? John Boy, are you familiar with the story of Perseus?
I am roughly, yes.
Is that through Percy Jackson? Do you know the actual story?
Was he not the son of Zeus? I watched.
All right, we'll park that one. Yeah, half son of Poseidon, but more importantly, a famous hero because he just seemed to get things right. He was unassuming, he was almost unlikely. He was courageous. He got handed some pretty tough tasks, and I'll tell you what, leading this Raiders team to a minor premiership, that is a very tough task. Perseus, he slayed Medusa, I think. I'm not sure who that would be in this analogy. I guess Justin Plays with their win last week. But more importantly, Perseus is just a big tale of a man that stepped up when everything's at stake, and that's exactly what Riley Flynn's done all season. I'm not sure if I'd say proud because I'm not proud. I'm happy for the guy, so to speak, that he's been able to do this for his team. And for that reason, Riley Flynn is my Greek Freak of the Week. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Boy, it's so good to hear that outro. But, Snicko, as with every podcast, it's time for us to turn to the week to come. And what a week it will be. If I'm not mistaken, it'll be Monday and Tuesday will be the finals games. So no need for a Wednesday night slot. And it'll be prime time for both of them. Very exciting for us Kiwis as well, for them to be at a reasonable time. But I'll quickly go through the games I'll go through the games, and give us a quick 1 to 8 or 9 to 8 or 9 to 18 or 19 plus. Snicko, you'll chime in, I'm sure, with your game of the week after I'm done, and I'm sure there'll be no controversy whatsoever. Now, Raiders Dolphins, I'm going to go Dolphins 1 to 8. I think there's a cheeky field goal in it. Both teams They'll defend their absolute asses off.
Bonkers.
But I think the Dolphins will nick one.
Is my soundboard working? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I disagree with that in case you couldn't pick that up. A Raiders 19 plus. Sorry, they don't score points. Raiders 1-8.
I was going to say 19 plus. I don't think they've scored 19 points in like a month.
Yeah, that's putting them all together.
5 against 8, Sharks against Eels. I'm going to go Sharks 19 plus. This isn't even me being facetious. I actually think we'll win by 19 plus. I'm not like just saying it because it's the Sharks. I think the Eels are good. I think they're like...
But the Sharks are better, am I right?
Thank you. And then we're going to straight sets who we play after that between the Dolphins and the Raiders. Storm Tigers, Storm 19 plus. The Storm are coming with Jack White, eh? What a captain. They looked a bit dodgy.
I'm actually off that guy.
You're off him? They look...
Big time.
He's recovered.
If we've got to upgrade this week.
Did he forget to upgrade, or did he quote-unquote forget?
Do I care? Because he might have locked me into a tier that I do not wish to be in. But anyway, a story for another time.
but Jack White, he's rescued the ship, and I think that they're firing at the right time. The Tigers, they've got an injury to a key player. I think it's Jono Cashman picked up a knock in the last week.
Correct, off the bench.
So he's off the bench against the Storm. Like a relatively, you probably shift K to 9. I haven't had a good look at the team.
Sione,
oh god,
not Mataus.
Hikulea Tangaloa
is starting 9.
Yeah, no, he's going to get absolutely walloped. I don't see it. I think, especially without a good
Jack
defender.
White's going to go through him 8 times in his first 8 touches.
Jack White's going to run for like 300 meters, bro.
And then Tummer's going to come through and sidestep him 8 times, and then the Tigers will touch the ball for the first time.
Yeah, in the 65th minute. The Warriors played the Bulldogs after was 9-18. I think they have to win. They have to win one of these, one of these preliminary final things. Not preliminary finals.
Qualifying
finals.
Just a
games.
final, really. Yeah. A final in
2.0. They have to. I think Sonny's gone, so the curse is lifted. I think Damo finally gets it done, and they'll have a relatively easy wait. They will eagerly await the game, the winner between whoever, either 4-5, 1-4, semi after. I think the Warriors will march to a win. The Doggies don't even have that bad a path back either, I'm not mistaken. If they lose, they'll play...
Yeah, they get a week off.
What, a week off? Sorry, what?
Yeah, when they beat the Wars. I've changed my mind again. I'm back on the Dogs.
You back on the Dogs? I could see it, but I think the Wires go 9-18. They look very good towards us back end. They look very assured. Lost to the Titans notwithstanding. Wires 9-18. What's your game of the week, Snicko?
I'm actually going to forget a day and give myself a day of the week, and that's Tuesday. And I'm not talking about Tuesday, the day of the week. I'm talking about after Tuesday, there's going to be 2 teams eliminated. And more importantly, 2 teams will be going through to the second week of finals. So for that reason, everyone should be tuning in on Tuesday. Because, look, there's, 7 teams watching on from the sidelines. They can't get involved anymore. And there's going to be 2 more joining us very quickly, and I'm super excited to see who it can be. And I'll tell you what, if the Sharks are one of those teams, oh boy, let me tell you, we're going to have some fun next week.
If. Magic word won't happen. But otherwise, Snicko, I think that'll just about do us for our special final edition. We'll be back again next week to dissect the weeks around, the week that had been. But in the meantime, what an exciting and action-packed first week of fun. What do you have?
If I may self-promote slightly, Snicko's speculations will be making a reappearance as soon as anti-tampering lifts, which is in a couple of weeks' time. So just get ready to send me anything that you may or may not hear.
Yeah,
you know what? Especially the stuff that you don't hear, because that's the best.
we prefer dribble, to be honest, or he prefers dribble. But in the meantime, stay with us. Like Snicko said, Tuesday will be amazing, but Monday night will be just as good. We have an awesome package, some great additions to the finals viewing spectacle as well. I'm excited to share it all with you. In the meantime, stay safe, take care, brush your hair, and see you next one. Mwah!